Hi guys, Danny here, Outdoor Studio Supreme Bikers right there. I am not fully moved in here to the new little tiny our house, so I forgot the mic. So I'm sorry I am talking to you without the microphone today. Today's comparison is a test. I've been testing this bike, which you know, this is the Merida Big 9 NX edition, which means aluminum hardtail, 11.9 kilograms of weight, 29er NX Eagle 1x12 drivetrain. This bike has been doing pretty good job in my races and training and just all-round MTB riding. But I decided to put on this bike wheels which are from just another level. These are the high-end 1400 grams carbon wheels from I think we could call this brand Yoeleo. W-O-E-L-E-O Yoeleo. 1400 grams, about $1,100. Carbon rims, 25 millimeters of the inner width. DT Swiss 240 hubs. I have the boost front and rear on this bike, I forgot about it, and this is the non-boost, so I've been using some spacers. The front wheel is non-boost. I've been using some spacers, but anyway, 400 grams lighter wheels. These original ones weigh 1800 grams, these 1400 grams. The rear one with the boost adapter. The rear one ready for riding without the tape, without the rim tape. The front one with the boost adapters, spacers, because this is not a boost. Front wheel without the rim tape. The boost spacers, rear wheel without the rim tape, the rear wheel Merida Expert, with the tape, the rear wheel with the rim tape without the rotor. 1 kilogram. The front wheel Merida Expert with the disc rotor, with the rim tape, and on the Shimano Diore hub. And Merida Expert with the rim tape and no disc rotor. So what's the difference? I was surprised 3 times. I decided to go for the marathon race track from the last year. And I decided to ride for 95 minutes. I wanted to ride 90 minutes, but I just forgot about it and I wrote 95 for the first ride on the original wheels. So I did 95 on these wheels as well. Just wanted to see how far I'm gonna get. This was no racing pace. I was not looking at the power meter. There's just too many up and downs, up and downs. I was just riding at my endurance, fun pace. You wanna know the difference? Alright, so the original setup, which is just about 11.9 kilograms, versus the same bike but wheels 400 grams lighter. I did 1.3 kilometers more on this set, and that was surprise number 1. It's quite a bit difference. 1.3 kilometers, that's like 0.9 miles, so it's quite much further that I've been doing. I was able to do on these wheels comparing to the original ones, which means if you're a cross-country racer, if you climb a lot, if you go for a long MTB rides or marathons, much lighter wheels will do a great job for you. Surprise number 2 was that I was essentially slower on the single track sections down the hill on the original bike, comparing to these. I wasn't pushing it, I wasn't going for Strava segments there. I know the single tracks, they're quite nice. Some of those are gnarly. But I was surprised. I was just a little bit but slower on these. Is it that the more weight will accelerate better down the hill without pedaling? Might be. Slight difference, but not much. I didn't feel faster in the corners on the lighter wheels. Yeah, you might think that with the lighter wheels on the 29er you will feel that the bike is more agile, that the bike will be just easier to maneuver in the corners. Nope, I haven't felt that way so far, and I don't think I will feel the difference. So this is just my honest opinion. And then surprise number 3 was that when I looked at the power files, because I wanted to see what kind of power I was putting out during those both rides, I did 210 watts on the original set and 220 on these lighter wheels. So my power output was actually higher on the lighter wheels, going further, but the power output was higher. Why is it so? I think that when we get a lighter bike and we feel it, we'll be able to just push it more, because you know, it gives you that great feeling that it's light, it accelerates, so let's just push more. And on the second side of it is that since we don't have to push that hard on the climbs, on the longer rides we preserve energy, and so at the end we can just go faster. So maybe I wasn't losing as much energy at the beginning of my ride on these wheels, being able to push more at the end. I wasn't trying to push, I wasn't trying to change the pace, I wasn't trying to sprint at the end, not at all. I was just riding. But even though you don't feel it when you go for a long ride, you ride slower, slower, slower. Even if it's just like zone 3 ride with zone 4 climbs, you're getting slower and slower and slower. Like yesterday on this bike, I did 8 laps, which my record there, my KOM there is 10 minutes. I was just going to ride it slowly, so my first lap was 13 minutes and 50 seconds. Second lap was very similar, and then from the 3rd till 8th lap I was losing about 20 seconds each lap. Interesting, right? So your body knows its pace, and it knows the fatigue, so I was just slowing down without even knowing it. I just saw it on the Training Peaks. This is how it works. So I feel that's also something about the lower weight of the wheels. You just consume less energy at the beginning, and maybe you can do more at the end, still having fun. That's what I think. What about the quality of the Chinese wheels? So we have DD Swiss 240 hubs front and rear, the highest quality possible in my opinion. Really good brand, DD Swiss. Then we have their own carbon rims. I'm not sure they produce carbon rims for other brands, but I'm pretty sure they make some quite cool frames for very well-known brands. They do also their own, but the quality is there. The spoke tensioning is great. The wheels are super true, and don't just think that all new wheels are 100% true. These are true. And also the tension of those spokes is very, very even. You can feel it, you can hear it also by the sound. And there was some tensioning done on these wheels. I've just asked them, can you tell me something more about how you lace those wheels, how you do the tensioning after lacing? They said, sure, I haven't got any message about it yet. But this is interesting. I'm going to be testing more of a Chinese stuff, not only Leo, but some other, because I see especially my Polish viewers, they do buy a lot on the websites which gives you some Chinese, Taiwanese parts, and of course big brands do produce there. So you can actually get pretty much same thing with different branding for much less money. That's what I was shooting for. $1,100, 1,400 grams. If you were to buy DD Swiss 1200 wheels, which weigh about 11 grams more than these, those would cost over $2,000, like $2,300 or $2,200, something like that. So this is 50% of that price, 11 grams less, 25 millimeters of the inner width. So this is something cool. Yes, you can do better on the wheels. I'm on the lighter wheels. I'm not trying to encourage you guys now just buy lighter stuff for your bike. No, if you're racing, if racing is important for you, meaning you use about, let's say, 8 to and more hours weekly for training, it means you are putting a lot of work. You're just getting into it so much and just working so hard. Then yes, you can save some money and buy something like this because it will make you faster. If you just want to ride for fun, it doesn't matter whether you do, let's say, 22 or 23 kilometers in the mountains for an hour and a half. It doesn't make any difference. For racing it does, especially MTB marathons, yes. But can you have fun on the 12 kilograms hardtail? Of course you can. I wouldn't upgrade anything on this bike if it was just for some trainings, some cross-country racing, but maybe not focusing on racing. Since I am really training a lot, I think such an upgrade would be quite good. And those wheels would cost almost half, a little bit less than 50% of the price of this new bike. What do you think about it, guys? Tell me, what do you think? You can see some comparison on the screen also, uphills and downhills. So downhills faster on these wheels, uphills faster on these wheels. But remember, I was putting more power into the cranks, into the pedals on the lighter wheels. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. And Yo Leo, thank you for sending me these over for testing.